Hello, everybody. My name is Bolting Spider, and welcome to a very, very exciting episode of Survival Minecraft. So, if you remember in the last episode, we found this. And I know some of you are thinking, well, Bolting, I thought you said you wanted a flat area, something that you could just build on anything you wanted. And to them, I say, you are correct, and you pay attention to my videos, so good job. But I found this place after boringly walking around the perimeter of the island and realizing that I didn't want to spend an entire episode looking for a place to stay. So I jumped into a copy of the world and got into creative and flew around for a bit till I found some place that I would like to call home. And in the direction we were going, there was nothing. But when I came back the opposite direction, I saw this place and it reminded me of the last time I did a proper survival on an island. And it was one of my favorite maps that I ever did. It was such a great experience because it forced me to. It was such a great experience because it forced me to think outside what I normally did. It caused me to do things differently. Instead of digging a hole in the ground and making a base in a cave or something like that, I actually built a house and it had pathways and all kinds of different things leading off of different parts of the island, and it was a lot of fun. And so I found this place and thought, yes, this is where we're going to stay. So in finding this place, I immediately saw that there were things I wanted to get rid of and things that needed to definitely stay. This tree, it was one of them, and I have a very fun plan for that in the future after we get everything sorted out. But in the meantime, I'm going to get rid of most of these trees. So this island is not nearly as big as the last island I played on, the one I was talking about earlier. But that's okay. We will make it work. And I'm really going to enjoy this because for something like a survival let's play video series, you can't just do boring stuff because no one's gonna want to watch your videos. You have to think outside of the proverbial cube, I guess you could say. So I got rid of some of the trees. They're decaying as this is going on, but I left a couple of these bigger ones just because I liked the look of them. I really liked the feel they gave. And eventually, when we finally get situated and figure out where everything's gonna go, I'll do some extra decorating, adding trees in specific areas and making it look very homely. But before we start building a place to call home, we need to set up a little base of operations, I guess you could call it. So there we go. It's not much, but it'll work for small base of operations while we get everything situated. Okay then. Woo! So already starting to see a flaw in this design. Can't really reach the chest from wearing that, so might have to make some adjustments. That's better. And I thought I would add this cool feature so that we don't have to keep going in and out all the time. We can just jump into anything we need to. Might as well start growing reeds for, you know, reed stuff. Cocoa beans, because why not? So I'm gonna start removing this foliage because I think this little bit of flat ground underneath here is where I'm gonna put the house. Might as well get the leaves too, because you never know when you're gonna need it. I don't always need leaves, but when I do, I'll have enough of them. So here we go. Cleared out all the foliage. When I build on this, I'm gonna try and keep the natural shape as best as possible. Probably gonna get rid of this bit of sand and replace it, but just the shape of it I'm gonna try and keep to as close as it originally was. Looks like a hard day's work pays off. So we got a bit of it cleaned up. Maybe might want to do a little bit more on those. But for the most part, I am liking the idea of this. I'm liking the idea of the island. So I'm gonna work on a design for the house. Look at some pictures of, island houses and whatnot. Uh, but next episode, we are most likely going to venture into the jungle to find a cave. It's a terrifying sentence.